Then I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the Rubik's clock. So the first thing we're going to learn is how the clock works. So let's just say I have just one pin up right here, just like this. Then the only thing that it will move when you turn on the dials is just the 4 dials around that one pin that's up, just like so. However, if we put 2 pins up, then it will move any of these 6 dials when we turn it, just like this. And same thing with 3 pins, and same thing with 4 pins. Then it moves all of them. And same thing also if we have like 2 across from each other, just like this. It moves just like that. Now, something you never want to do when solving the clock is you never want to turn a dial when the pin is down, because that is just going to not turn the 4 around it. Once you're good to go and you know how that works, you can scramble your clock right up. Okay, so the first thing once you've scrambled your clock up that you're going to want to do is just make sure that the little 12 marking is at the top. So just rotate it so it's at the top. Okay, so now the first thing we're going to want to do is match the inside dial to any of the 4 outside dials. So for example, let's just say I want to match this one to this one, but you can match them to any one you want. Then you're just going to want to pick a dial that moves the middle one but does not move the one on the side that you want to move. So for example, I would not want to pick this pin, because this would move both of them. So when you turn it, it would move both of them together. So I would want to pick something like this, where it would just move the middle one, but it would move these ones, but that's okay. But it would not move the outside one. So then I could just turn it and line it up just like so. So these 2 match up. So now we're going to want to line up these 2 with another one. So for example, we could choose this one. So we want to choose one that's probably like adjacent. That's just the easiest thing to do. So we just want to think of a pin that's going to move these ones but not this one. So in this case, it would just be this one. So we could just line this up just like this. And in this case, this one already just matched itself up. If that's not the case, you can just line that one up next. And then once you get to the point where you have these 4, you have to pick the 2 pins that are going to move these 4 that are here, but it's not going to move the last one. So it's going to be these 2, because around the pins, it's these 6. And then you line that up just like so. Put all of them up, and then you can move this cross to the top. So there you've made a completed cross. And so now we're just going to flip the clock over and do the exact same thing on this side. So we're going to make another cross, but just this time it's going to be on this side. So what we're going to want to do is just pick any pin you want to line up with another pin. So I could just pick this one. So what's going to move this, but it's not going to move this? So that would be one of these 2 pins. So let's put that pin up and line that up just like so. We have 2 pins there. And now what's going to move these 2 pins, but let's say I want to line it up with this pin. Well, this pin is going to move those 2 pins. And so we can line it up just like that. Put that down. And look, we actually got 4 again. But if this wasn't lined up, for example, if we're just like this, all you have to do is take the pin that's going to line up these 3 with another one. So the one on the side there, line that up. There we go. We got 4 again. And then we can put the 2 up that are going to move all 4 of them to line up the last one. Put all of them up and bring it right up to the 12. So at this point, we should have 2 crosses on both sides. And then we can move on to the corners. You can pick any pin on the side and you can just put it down. And now we're going to try to move all these clocks, because now if you move the dial, then it's going to move all of them except for this one, and we're going to just line it up. We're going to line the cross up to that dial that's with the pin that's down. So for example, this one, we're going to line that up just like this. So now you have the cross plus that dial, and then put that pin up, and we can choose another one. I'll put that one down. And then we have to line all these ones up to this one. And make sure you're not turning the dial with the pin down. So you don't want to be turning this in this case. Put that up. We can choose another one. I'll put this one down. And then we'll line all these ones up here. So now we have all of them but one. So we just have to put that one down. And then what you're going to want to do, put all the pins up. And there we go. We have solved the clock. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this tutorial helped you solve the Rubik's clock, and I will see you guys next time.